I'm Gary Patterson, and I'm the Director of Marketing, PR, and Logistics for Shelby American. The two cars that we build here at Shelby American are historically very significant. Once again, if you could turn back the hands of time 35 years and build the old Cobras and see how that was done, how the craftsmen were welding and building and everything by hand and panel beating and fabricating tin panels and so forth. What we have here today is the same thing. We see guys out in the shop and they're welding and building and creating from scratch, if you will, Cobras all over again. So if you had a second chance in life, what would you do? If you're Carroll Shelby and you've got all this history, not only would you be interested in maybe rebuilding the car that's made him a legend, but if you could start with a clean sheet of paper and start from scratch and have all the technology and resources that you have today, what would you do? And that's really where the new Shelby Series 1 comes in. It's today's technology. It's a carbon fiber body. It's an aluminum chassis with honeycomb aluminum panels, a modern 32-valve double overhead cam, aluminum V8 engine, and a 6-speed transaxle, all in a package that incorporates Formula One style suspension. So it's everything from yesterday and yet everything for today. We build about one Cobra a week, so that gives you a little flavor for the volume and capacity we have here. It is more difficult to build in lower quantities, but I think it's very important that we build a very unique, very specific car for the discriminating buyer. We have a lot of skilled craftsmen out there that take a lot of pride in their work. Most of these people, quite frankly, could do other things if they chose to, but they've chosen to work for Shelby American because they're proud of what they're doing and they know they'll be a part of a history. Really, the handling is a combination of many things. The engineers did a great job with really the foundation or the chassis of the vehicle. I mentioned earlier, it's lightweight aluminum, but with the honeycomb panels is actually very, very strong. It's more than twice as strong, in fact, than most sports car bodies today. So you have a very firm, flat foundation, yet we incorporated some technology that we've learned over the years in racing. If you can reduce unsprung weight, that's always an advantage. So if you look at the upper and lower control arms, they're made of aluminum. You look at where the springs are, they're actually put inboard of the chassis and run simple push rods out to the wheels. So unsprung weight is also kept to a minimum. So between that, the engine does sit well back of the center line of the front axles, which is much better than most American cars. We move the transmission to the back of the vehicle so that you have a nice 50-50 type weight distribution. So the car is very well balanced and behaves well on the track for that reason. You can go faster into the corners. Its overall lightweight promotes its ability to turn and stop. If given the same amount of power, if you take weight away from something, it always performs better. So you can blame your physics teacher for that one.